This is just full disclosure. I kind of like just dropped all of these wonderful women's names into a group me. And I said, hey, committee. They stuck around. And I'm just so grateful to now be connected to all of you. And it's just, the future is bright. Welcome to Let's Talk. Introducing Tamika, Zeta known as The Message, Tiffany, Zeta known as The Inquisitor, Aisha, Zeta known as The Glamorous One, Dion, Zeta known as Vanity, Adrian, Zeta known as Chosen One, and Lauren, Zeta known as Freshie. OMZ presents Let's Talk. So welcome everyone. My name is Aisha Patrick and I am the chair of the Omega Mu Zeta Chapter Public Relations Committee. And in addition to being the chair, I am the producer of Let's Talk, where you're at right now. And we are so excited to have you here. We are so excited for this first episode and just to get to know you all. So what exactly is Let's Talk? Well, it's a podcast. Obviously, that's why you're here. But our intention is to create not only community, but connections and build and grow and engage with everyone that will span beyond our blue and white family. So listen, if you're not blue and white, it doesn't matter. You still family. So welcome to the family. We are so excited to have you here. In addition to all the things that I just said, we are going to bring you the blue news that you can use. So we are excited. And I am actually going to get ready to just tell a little bit more about myself and then throw it off to our host and co-host just so that you could get to know a little bit more about us. I'm Aisha, the Glamorous One. I became a member of Zeta-PHI-B sorority incorporated in the spring of 1999 at Fairleigh Dickinson University. And from there, I went to Gamma Omicron Zeta chapter, and later I became a charter member of the Enduring Omega Mu Zeta chapter. And it is my honor and pleasure and just brings me joy in my heart to be here with you in this first episode of our podcast. And because I see her first, I'm going to throw it over to Tamika, who is going to be our lead host. And then she'll throw it to Lauren, who's going to be her lead co-host. And then we'll just move down the line, introducing ourselves.
Thank you, Soror. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk. I'm Tamika Bennett, aka The Message, bringing it to you live all the way from Omega Mu Zeta Spring 23. And your new baby to the Zeta-PHI-B sorority incorporated. Excited about this endeavor. Excited just to chit chat with y'all, chop it up, see what's going on, see what's tea, and all that good stuff. So you see all these fabulous women we got on the screen here. They just fine. They're giving so fine. I'm gonna throw it on over to my girl Lauren.
Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm aka Freshie from the BX. Welcome everybody to Let's Talk. We're gonna have a lot of conversations, great topics, and we just can't wait for y'all to enjoy our podcast. I'm gonna pass it along to Tiffany.
Ciao. Hey, y'all. I'm Tiffany, aka The Inquisitor, the 11 of my Centennial Spring 2020 line out of Alpha Pi Zeta in San Antonio, Texas. I transferred to the Enduring Omega Mu Zeta chapter when I transferred up to New Jersey in 2021. So it's amazing to be here. I'm so ready to get with the blue news and see what's popping in our community and our chapter and kind of get the scope of what's happening. So let me toss it over to Dion.
So moi. Hello, everybody. My name is Dion. I'm just like Aisha. I'm out of the Beta Nu chapter, Fairleigh Dickinson University, spring 2003, number 2. After Beta Nu, I went to Gamma Omicron Zeta, and now I'm in the Enduring Omega Mu Zeta. Hello, everybody. Well, I need to toss it over. I'm going to toss it over to Adrian. Come on, Adrian, let them know.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adrian, ZKA Chosen One from the Enduring Omega Mu Zeta chapter, spring 23 line. Just excited to be here and to talk all this blue news with you all.
We're so excited. And yes, all of us are in the Public Relations Committee. So now you know who we are. So let's just get right into it. It goes down in the D9. Now, don't get too crazy. Come on now. We're finer. Don't do that. I wanted to talk about, I found some really cool information. I found out about this app called Greek Story. Have any of you heard about it? All right. Well, it's an app that is working towards bringing connectivity between Black fraternities and sororities, and it launched in 2024. Funny story, a few boulets back in DC, me and one of my sorors were walking down the block, and it was this guy that came up to us, and he wanted to ask us questions about, Greek life and everything. And he told us that he was making an app for historically Black Greek letter organizations. And we were like, all right. Now, I don't know if it's the same person, but I'm just saying, maybe I could have gotten in on that. But anyway.
On the ground floor. You missed out.
Right. So before we go into the information about the app, what do you think about that? And is that something that you would be like willing to even download?
It's giving Black Planet.
Yeah, like what?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
What is this app given that we can't do on the platforms? On the IG.
Right.
It's called Greek Taurine, like Greek Tory. And it said is revolutionizing connectivity between Black Greek letter organizations. So, and the brainchild of this app is two men, Ronald Green of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Oh, actually, three men, Matthew Plunkett of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and Bruce and Oval of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And their plan for this app is for networking, event planning, community engagement, and their goal and their mission is to transcend traditional boundaries when enhancing relationships. And get this, they are having their first conference, April 18th to April 21st at the Weston Oaks Galleria in Houston, Texas.
I love a conference. Look, that's all I do. I love a conference. No, that's a nice area. I just went on their website and was looking at the app and looking at some of the stuff on it. And honestly, I think maybe grad chapters might have a hard time transitioning to this, but I think this is elite for undergraduate chapters. Like, I think grad chapters stay connected with each other a lot more because we're going to each other's events, especially locally, right? Because we support our chapters that are around us. We support the other D9 that are around us. So we might know them a little bit more intimately. But if you have colleges that are miles away from each other, or even if you see a school, like we're in Jersey, they see a school in California that's doing something, and they want to kind of get in on that event planning that they're doing and figure out how they're doing it. If this app supports that, I think this is elite and is going to kind of streamline how undergraduate chapters are able to perform at very high levels.
The name of the conference is the Magnify Conference, and they're describing it as not just a regular old conference. They said it's an extraordinary experience designed to elevate personal and professional growth for attendees. So I just thought it was very interesting and just like something new. And, like Tiff said, maybe it might not be something that grad chapters might gravitate to, but I think it would be a great way to kind of like potentially bridge the gap, honestly, if people are open to seeing what it's all about. But at the same time, I could totally get what Adrian is saying about is giving, that Black Planet vibes.
Also, I have a question. Is it free?
No, that's what I was about to say. So the pricing for me for it to be a brand new app, I think this is where a lot, not to judge, because I don't know these people. So before we start, let me start there. I don't know them, and their business plan could be something that kind of presents this. And hopefully at their conference, they kind of clear this up. So it might be, hopefully they stream that, but it's $0 for 1 to 25 members to start off with. And it says this package is good for new or smaller organizations, chapters, or those who are simply interested in Greektory. But it doesn't say what else it provides at that level for you to kind of get your feet wet. And then the price does a significant jump from $0 to 319 to 519 to 719. So for smaller chapters, like if they really wanted to get the full benefits, if we knew what the full benefits were in each level, that's a huge chunk of your money that's going out. So I really think, wow, I love this idea. I really think it's one where they might want to present a little bit more information to get buy-in from the D9.
And someone was able to find local internships with the app. They were able to create organization within there. Like I'm reading good reviews on here. But to Tiffany's point, yeah, I need more information before I commit my resources, because if we in a small chapter, like is that something that we can actually use, and with that large price tag on it.
I wish they would add some verbiage towards graduate chapters. It does say a lot of college, university. So as you know, graduate chapters actually are, bringing in larger numbers than undergrad chapters in some areas. You might want to speak to that audience as well, as most chapters now have like a public relations team, like the font that y'all see right here. They have those. So they might have discounts for, a graduate chapter that has a certain size, or target a social media team of those chapters, and not just speak so much to just college and university. But I see what Adrian's saying. Tiffany, yeah, that price point, 0 to 319, that's a huge jump. They went bronze to platinum. What happened to silver?
It does
I
look
mean, they
like
just
But I also have a question as far as like, if he's marketing totally to undergrads, all I keep thinking about is my daughter in college, and I'm her source. So how are undergrad chapters going to be able to afford that amount of money?
They graduate chapters, child. They gonna come to their grad chapters and be like, please, we need a couple dollars.
We need a sponsor.
So
it does look like it says one admin pays for a subscription for the entire chapter.
Yeah.
So if your chapter has 100 people and it's $700, then that's doable. But like you said, if it's a smaller chapter and you only got 20 of you guys, then that could be a little situation.
Some of these features, though, I mean, geez, it's streamlined. Like they're talking about there being a group chat with automatic membership filters, galleries, polls, a drive for files, birthdays, a lot of stuff where we're using, I think they're trying to solve the problem of us using different platforms, multiple platforms. Some people use Google, some people use GroupMe, Dropbox, all these different platforms. And they're saying, not only can we help you with networking with other places, but we can streamline your chapter needs. And I think that's genius, because a lot of us are balancing multiple inboxes, all these things. Like Aisha, you probably got like 16 email addresses and inboxes.
full disclosure, everyone here seen my desktop.
It was chaos.
It was what? But no, I think they're serving a big need for the D9 that's consistent across all of us, is needing to
Filling the gap.
streamline our chapters and what we're doing. And so I wish them the best. I really hope this takes off and becomes something that is huge, especially if you can do event planning in the app. Think about how streamlined it is for every chapter member to be cued in at all times to what's happening, and you really not have to send emails or anything. You can send one alert out and everybody get it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I saw that it says it syncs with the external calendar. So That's clutch, because there's always 15,000 things going on in 15,000 chapters at the same time. So if there's one location that will, sync everybody's calendar, then maybe, more chapters will be able to support others.
So now hearing all of these features, because this is the first time I'm hearing about the app. Then I don't think that price point is high. It's filling a gap and is providing all of these features. No, I think they're right on with
It
their
would be
price
clutch
point
if they had a payment platform attached to this. That's the only thing the only just missing link. I know we use Z-PHI-B and all these other things and they're talking about how much we pay in fees. Now, if they could have added a D9 payment platform, I think folk would pay.
Now that's a money maker. Is if we were as a D9 to get together and make a platform that hosts where we could host our events and actually like do our ticketing system as many events as every single chapter does. Now that's elite. That's a move.
I'm just glad that they even came up with the idea. I said, go ahead. And they launched in 2024, and y'all are doing a conference already? Kudos. And possibly the conference will help to offset some of those costs of the, features that they're offering and everything they're trying to create. But I thought it was something brilliant and definitely something to talk about. So it's good to hear all of your perspectives on it. Zeta has many firsts. What's one of the firsts that comes to mind, like immediately for you?
Being constitutionally bound to our brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah.
Any other organization to have auxiliaries because we love our Zeta male network and we love our babies.
Yes, absolutely. Anyone else? All right. Well, that Zeta-Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated was the first to charter chapters overseas. We were the first to charter a chapter in Africa, Monrovia, Liberia. And now today there are chapters that span well across the globe. So the U.S. Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Bahamas, Japan, Korea, Haiti, Germany, Belgium, the United Arab Emirates, Accra, Ghana, all over. So I did find that two organizations, one, our brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, they have now chartered a chapter in the Dominican Republic. Listen, I'm trying to go to those conferences. I don't know about y'all, but they chartered and they held a historic milestone on Saturday, December 2nd, 2023, with the chartering of the Tau Tau Sigma chapter in the Dominican Republic. And they are based out of the vibrant city of Santo Domingo. Now, I don't know a lick of Spanish, even though I took it all throughout high school and parts of college, but I can tell you this. Hola. ¿Cómo se llama, Aisha?
Vamos, let's go.
Bring that. You don't need to Google Translate.
Listen,
right.
I got you. Yo hablo español poquito.
Listen, I said, okay. So what do you think about the chartering in the DR?
That's dope.
Amazing. We need to learn how to say "hey frat" in Spanish.
Right.
Hola, frat.
Hola, frat.
Yeah, you got to roll the R a little bit.
Hola,
I never could do it. Now, in addition to that chartering, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated just recently chartered an international chapter in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. So listen, all of our organizations are expanding across the globe, and it is just incredible. And I just was wondering like what your thoughts are as far as like the expansion, and where are some places that you could even see Zeta expanding if they're listening?
I would say Curacao. Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm going for Tanzania.
I was about to say Seychelles.
the Maldives. Just
Yes.
you need to charter, and I need to be at the chartering.
I was about to say, are we all saying places that we haven't been and would like to go? 'Cause that would be me.
I'm
Definitely in the
available.
progress.
Yeah, listen, I'm available for the chartering, if you need.
It's really interesting though, because I think in the last couple years we've had a lot of people moving out of the country and becoming expats and kind of taking on jobs overseas and setting up homes there. So it would really be interesting to see where we could, based on movement since COVID, like where we could set up chapters now with people who aren't really sure, like they may be members at large, so we don't know where they are. So it'd be really interesting to see all the untouched places that we could touch now because there are multiple members there.
I would love just to see how the community interacts with the organizations, because, most of these areas have never had Greek letter organizations there. I just would love to see like what the reception is and like the impact that's made in these different communities. So I think it's exciting for sure.
I think it'd be exciting to see like the type of service that they do in those areas, because you have more access to like remote areas. Being in those different countries and cultures, it's like, oh, but they need help over here. It's a boat ride away. We can send money, we can send packages, but to actually be like boots on the ground, or I mean, blue heels on the ground, and help them out, that would be really interesting to see.
Up next, sipping the tea with sorors. If you're not a soror, it's okay. You can still sip the tea with us. You can most certainly still sip the tea, but we're finer. So don't get no ideas. But what we're going to talk about is the journey in joining a sorority from different lenses. So all of us that are here tonight, we're just going to share our experiences with you, for those that either might be in the organization, or if you're just thinking about an organization, or you have no idea about anything. We're just sharing our individual experiences and how it kind of like brings us all together at the same time. So we're going to start with myself and Dion sharing just about, going from undergrad to graduate chapter. And then Tamika, Lauren, and Adrian are going to share their experiences coming in through the graduate chapter. And then Tiffany, she's going to share with us about transferring, because she's from Houston. You're from Houston, right? No, not Houston. I'm sorry.
San Antonio.
San Antonio. I'm sorry. San Antonio, Texas. She's from listen. I just got back from Texas. I'm ready to go back. But anyway, she's from Texas, so she's going to share her experience as a transfer, and also like just sharing about becoming a member at the top of the pandemic. So I'm just going to start and I already shared with you the chapter that I came through undergrad, and I had an amazing experience coming through the chapter that I came through. But in addition to I did a whole lot. I was the president of the chapter. I also at one point was on the executive board for the MPHC there. We did a lot of stuff there. And Beta New chapter, although we were very small, we were able to just like make a huge impact. We won a ton of awards. We did so many things. The graduate chapter even sponsored all of us one year to go to Boulé, and it was incredible. And I will say that coming in through the Beta New chapter and having the sponsoring graduate chapter, Gamma Omicron Zeta chapter, it was an amazing experience. And they really created like a pathway of transition for us from undergraduate to graduate. And we had to come to the graduate chapter meetings just to learn more. And they just taught us so much. So even though we came through the undergraduate chapter, we were able to learn and get prepared to move into the graduate chapter. And they connected all of us with the other undergraduates. So it truly was like, has been, I will say, and still is, because we are all still very much connected, a true sense of sisterhood and community between the undergrads and the graduate chapter members, because we all were like just one, honestly. Like Beta Nu, Zio, that we all wear it together all of the time. So they instilled in us that sisterhood. They instilled in us that service, because one thing for certain, we definitely did the service, and they got us prepared to go directly into graduate chapter membership. And the friendships that I developed over that time have continued through, now. And I can rely on anyone from that point of when I came through up until now. And I'm just really, really grateful for that experience. So I'll turn it over to Dion just to share a little bit about her experience.
No, I agree. I think that our grad chapter did a really good job of grooming us to transition to be leaders in the organization. We had an undergraduate retreat. We went over, this is what you say. This is how you conduct yourself in a meeting. This is what, we went over all of that. So it was not a shock when I'm entering the grad chapter, like trying to learn things. They really went over all of that. And like Aisha said, we're still tight knit. I remember our advisor like, okay, because our sponsoring grad chapter sponsored about four or five different undergraduate chapters. And I remember in each of the meetings, okay, so-and-so is having this program. I need one or two of you, at least one or two of you, to go over to that school and you attend the program. We made sure that we supported that was just a part of it. So to this day, we're still, they've put that in us to make sure that we're supporting one another, and just in life. If Sora is having an event, we're going to go to that event because that's what we're used to doing, just supporting us. Like I enjoyed every minute of my undergraduate Beta Nu experience. And yeah, I feel like they really prepared us for leadership. My first big conference, my first boule was amazing. I got there ready to go, knowing what to do, and it was in, where did we go? We were in Hollywood. That was my first boule. It was amazing. Like I had nothing bad to say about it, but not only it was just a nice place, a nice destination, but actually being able and being a part of the process once you get there, to being active and engaged in the meetings. I got all of that from Beta Nu, from my undergraduate experience. And I'm glad, like I had a great experience, and it made it an easy transition going from undergraduate to graduate.
Adrian, you want to share some about your experience coming in?
So I think one of the things that sticks out to me is that no matter where I go, if I have on para, I always get a hey soror. And over the summer, I went to North Carolina for a wedding. And there was actually a Greek picnic happening. And so I connected with some sorors down there, didn't know them from a can of paint, but she came and picked me up from my hotel and we went to the picnic. And I mean, just the love that you get from, no matter if you're in Jersey, if you're in New York, if you're in the airport, you see someone else on that has that blue and white, and not even just sorors, but frat too. So I think the love that you get is something that is just awesome for me. And just being able to learn from everyone else that has come before me, and just looking forward to just building relationships and going and supporting different events, because that's how you get to know so many other people. So I think it's good. Now, again, a lot of these events have a cost, so you can't go to everything, but being able to support different chapters and see what other chapters are doing to possibly bring back those ideas to our chapter, I think it has been really good.
So my experience was, I enjoyed my experience. I came in spring 23 under the enduring Omega Mu Zeta chapter. It was 10 of us, and I have 4 sisters, so I can only, in my mind, imagine how it is to have 10 women that you have to get to know and work with in an accelerated amount of time. But we were able to do what we needed to do. And I know that when the process was over, each of us felt a certain amount of gratefulness and just, happiness that we were able to accomplish this goal to be finer women. My I come from a little bit further to be able to be a part of the chapter. So, those connections do mean more to me when I'm able to, people understand and are gracious to know and want to get to know you and actually genuine with their feelings, how they care for you. So I'm having a great experience in being a Zeta. I will say life will always be lifing, right? And you got to be prepared for that and be able to still do what you need to do for family, but also what you need to do for Zeta as well.
Or I'm just take a lot of what Adrian and Lauren said and put it all together in a bow for this Neo Spring 23, because those are my intake sisters. And when we got here, who baby? It was like we did it, we made it. And to walk into that first meeting or first event and the love, from a lot of y'all I see on the screen, it was just like, babe, you here. You are a soror, you are a Zeta, you are a sister. Let's get busy. Let's do the work of Zeta. And I'm still doing it. And I will say this, neo burnout is real. So I'm learning to manage and navigate being new and want to do that work, but be able to do it in the most efficient manner, the most effective manner, and where your talents are needed and where they're warranted. Because, there's a lot of different committees with, a lot of folks. So you just try to, harness your gifts where, God sends you. Because I believe this is all created divinely. Nobody's here by mistake or accident. We all wear blue and white for a reason. We are all sorors and sisters for a reason. So to me, it's just been a journey that I don't want to get emotional, but it's been a journey that I'm excited about. I continue to be excited about. And I'm looking forward to being like, oh, I'm a life member. I'm a crystal dove. I have uninterrupted service. All that stuff I keep hearing. I want to say all those words. And I'm just happy to be on this journey with all of you. And thank you for just thanks for welcoming us in. It's not just me. Like Lauren said, it was 10 of us. And we still here. And y'all still hugging and saying, girl, you can do it. And so I appreciate that. And it's been an amazing ride.
Oh, I love that. And Tiff from the West Coast. They say it's the best coast.
Ah, that's the South. We from the South. Listen. The process of coming in during a global pandemic was scary because we almost didn't make it. We had finished everything and we had got to the point where businesses were shutting down. There were 14 of us on Blue Pandemonium. So it was 14 of us who were really sitting day by day waiting for the messaging because as the states started shutting down, Texas hadn't shut down yet, and international headquarters hadn't sent a message out yet saying, let's stop everything because we need to take care of everybody. And so on March 14th, 2020, 14 women became Zetas. And then the world shut down March 16th, 2020. And we were inside, because you want to be outside after everything happened. You want to be outside wearing everything. And we were in the house on Zoom. It was a little disappointing, to be honest. It's a little disappointing because you join one of our main ideas is sisterhood, and so you join wanting to be closer. However, the disappointment didn't last because the Zoom meetings we were embraced. We had so many people drive by our houses, bringing stuff and just celebrating that we made it in, and then we started the work. And the work, what I realized during that time is the work happens whether the world is shut down or not. We still happen. We're still going to make sure that we are supporting the organizations that happen. And the one thing that I found out is that a Zeta woman can do a finer pivot at any time. We picked up so quickly on how to move about and continue the business of Zeta during a pandemic in the house. And so, but me and my 14 sorors, we ain't had no chill. So we was all in each other's houses and in each other's businesses, quarantining together, learning everything we need to do, learning all the strolls and the songs and with masks on, just in there like, all right, y'all. And being a support system for each other. And honestly, they still are my support system. I moved to New Jersey, so I'm a transition. I moved to New Jersey because I got a full ride offer, because scholarship. I got a full ride offer to get a PhD at Rutgers in communication. And so I wasn't going to turn it down. My husband told me to pack my bags and come on up here. And so I left him and my teenage daughter then, who is about to turn 21. And I brought me and my son to New Jersey so I could get this degree for the free. And I did not know the transfer process is a little bit nerve-wracking because you get into research mode, and they don't call me the inquisitor for nothing. You really have to look and find what are the chapters in the area and really kind of investigate, because every chapter has their own personality, every chapter has their own kind of signature. And so I was really looking to see what chapter felt like home, and I kept coming back past the enduring Omega Mu Zeta chapter. And when I went on our website, I saw this picture of everybody walking like on this bridge with water and stuff, and it was like, this feels right. I was like, this feels like the place to be. And I transferred over, and the transfer process can be a little bit intimidating too, because I walked into a chapter of women who knew each other very well. And it's like that being a new kid in school thing. You're trying to figure out where you fit, how, how you'll get in. But the transfer process ended up working out greatly. I was taken under, people snatched me to the side and was like, hey, I just want to talk to you and see what's going on. So Denise Davis was like, here's my phone number, call me so we can get things together. And slowly, I started meeting the sorors in the chapter, and it just started feeling like home, and I made the right choice coming. And so I think the transfer process, when you're transferring, you really have to look and figure out what chapter. So if that means visiting, emailing the chapter, seeing if you can visit. I was lucky and did it in one shot. It was good to go. But you might go and it might not feel like you wanted to, but I got here and it was the best feels ever. And I brag about this chapter a lot, because I tell all my intake sisters in Texas, I'm like, ooh, guess what we doing? And they like, pocketbooks, tricky tray. What's a tricky tray? And I'm like, y'all ain't got that in Texas. So it's just been a delight to be a Zeta. I still feel like a new Zeta sometimes, but then I was like, I am not a Neo no more, child, because spring 23 came in. So it's such a delight to just be here and still be learning.
Highlights and happenings. Now, we want to talk about different things that are coming up, of course, because listen, we have to give you the blue news, right? So we have a lot of things that are happening in our chapter that are coming up. And the first major event that is coming up is on March 23rd. That is our designer bag bingo. If you don't have your tickets, make sure that you get your tickets. You can get to the link from any of our socials. Also, the next big event after that, the huge event, is our OMZ All White, which is happening May 18th in New Brunswick from 3 to 8 at the Hyatt. You want to tell us which event you're looking forward to the most?
So far, I have not attended the All White party. The MO was switched up a little bit when I came on board, but it switched back to what y'all are known for, right? What Adoring Omega Mu Zeta is known for, and it's the white party. And I heard it's a vibe. And I can't wait to be part of that vibe, because y'all look like y'all had a good time. Every time I've seen photos, pictures, videos, stroll, party walk, a two-step, and I'm trying to be there. And I will be there.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Child, we love a pocketbook. Listen, all I want is a new purse and a pocketbook and some money to put in it. So I'm going to spend my money for this ticket to go ahead and go. I've never been to a pocketbook bingo. So when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, this is something I've never done before. So I saw the purses that are going in there. I was like, yeah, one or two of those could grace my closet, or all of them, because I plan on playing for all of them. So y'all better come play to win so I don't win them.
Listen, and when I tell you, because these events are open to the public, I'm not just saying this trying to get these tickets. I'm telling you the facts, actual factual. You will miss out if you don't get the tickets. So make sure that you go on and get those tickets.
Click like, follow, and share.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that part is not just about us. We want to be able to highlight all of you. So if you want to share any good news with us, we are happy to reshare all of that content that you share with us in our stories. We love to just learn more about other chapters across the world, other people across the world. So anything that you think that like we can learn from you, either it's a new business or something that your chapter has done or what have you, we are so excited to just learn more about you and to share. So make sure that you are following all of our socials. We will, of course, have all all of our socials information throughout, so you'll be able to see that. And if you click in the links in our bio, we have all of our events listed so that you can have easy access to be able to just click on the link and listen, get those tickets. Because one thing I know for sure, OMZ, we sell out. We sell not sell out. We sell out
tickets.
Okay, you know what I'm saying.
Listen, when they're gone, they're gone. Look.
Listen. We're going to do a this or that. You can only choose one. All right, are you ready? This or that. Mea culpa or Medea? I'm riding with Medea.
Medea all day. Medea
I
all
ain't
day.
watched the movie yet, so I got to say Medea.
I'm canceling my subscription.
Wait, on BET Plus?
You just gonna say no across the board?
I'm just going to opt out.
Now you talk about Medea in like the funeral Medea, or are you talking about Medea in what's the other movies? She was in so many.
Right. That is not.
No, we can't do Medea movie.
I need Medea with the bad wig from the play with the microphone right here like
yes,
this.
the plays. Can we say the plays? How about that? Yes,
or
definitely.
Like Diary of a Mad Black Woman when she was cutting up that couch.
That one, yes. Tamika, did you choose one?
I mean, I can't Medea. I'm gonna have to go with Mea Culpa Cooper. It was the outfits in the soundtrack for me, so I'm gonna just vote on that. Because Kelly can't bring all the fits.
Why you put her in a bad position like this that have to pick that?
I mean, listen, it's this or that. I hope that you all have gotten to learn a little bit more about us, a little bit more about what Let's Talk is going to be about. We're also going to be sharing some other just mainstream news as well, but we wanted to take the time to allow you to get to know who we are. So stay tuned. Make sure that you follow all of our socials. We will be having that all around. And also make sure that you hashtag OMZ Let's Talk. That's all with the, the Let's is with the Z, so that, you can go back and search and find all of the amazing content that we are planning to share. We hope that you enjoy. And until next time, make sure that you tag us so that we can share all of, whatever you share with us. And you, hashtag OMZ Let's Talk. Until next time, we'll see you later.